Scene you can't imagine. People attending a funeral, and then the procession is interrupted by this. A hearse with the casket inside flips upside down. 2 people injured in this accident at Coleraine Avenue and Banning.
Shannon Kettler is live at the scene with what led to the startling crash. Shannon.
Well, you know, this is a very busy intersection here behind me, and witnesses tell me despite a police escort, a driver still slammed into the hearse, turning onto Banning, causing it to flip onto its top. Tonight, pain is added to a grieving family after witnessing the hearse carrying a loved one flip onto its top. Witnesses at a nearby barber shop couldn't believe their eyes after they say the driver of this red Toyota crashed into the hearse.
He was cutting, I was sitting there, and we heard a boom, so he was like, oh, so we all looked at the window, and that's when the hearse came up in the air and it was like falling down on his back.
Witnesses rushed to help the injured trapped inside, the driver of the hearse and a priest.
He was just upside down, so his seatbelt, all he was hollering was somebody help me get the seatbelt off, but it was the crash was so hard that we had to pry the door open, so he was trapped upside down, literally in it.
Firefighters were finally able to rescue the 2 trapped inside. Meanwhile, a nearby funeral home came to help.
Funeral home down the street, right here on Banning Road, came to the rescue. They came up. Police were able to get there was a funeral procession, able to get all the people involved, you know, get them all in line. They were able to get the casket out, put it in to that other hearse, and have continued on.
The family continued on to Arlington Memorial Gardens on Compton Road to say their final goodbyes. The accident was heartache to an already difficult journey.
I mean, that's probably hard to see. It was people out here crying, and that was just a very hard thing to look at.
Now, I'm told there were about 40 cars involved in this procession. The 2 drivers suffered minor injuries. The priest, however, was admitted to the hospital. I'm told, however, that he too suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The funeral home owner tells me in his 43 years of being a funeral home owner, he's never seen or heard of anything quite like this. Reporting live in Coleraine Township, I'm Shannon Kettler, 9 on your side.